Let's practice our reading. We're going to read this informational text 3 times. The first time, you're going to read it out loud with me. This will help you with both your reading skills and your pronunciation. The second time you read it, you're going to read it to yourself. The third time you read it, you're going to pick out 5 new vocabulary words. You're going to write these words down in your interactive notebook. You're going to write the part of speech, the definition, and an example sentence. Let's get started. I really want you to read this out loud with me. What's in a Name by Manuela Gutierrez. How does your name affect your identity? What do you know about your name? Your name is an important part of your identity. It can tell others about who you are and where you come from. How people pronounce your name can also affect how you feel. Let's read about where names come from and why they are important. Name origins. Where do names come from? Do you know how you got your name? Maybe your parents liked the way it sounded, or maybe your culture has traditions about names. For example, some cultures in Ghana name children based on the day they were born. A baby boy born on Thursday might be named Yah. A girl born on Thursday might be named Ya. In Latin cultures, the tradition is for people to have 2 last names. The Inuit people name their children after older family members. Parents might also select a name because of what it means. For example, Hu means tiger in Chinese, and reina means queen in Spanish. Cultures all over the world have different traditions about names. In addition, some names honor the legacies of people. For example, Mohammed and Sarah are the names of people and religions. Many names also honor famous people, like leaders, athletes, or musicians. Names can also honor family members, like grandparents, aunts, or uncles. The famous boxer Muhammad Ali was born as Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He was named after his father, Cassius Marcellus Clay Sr. Sometimes your name's origin or meaning can affect your identity. If your name means tiger, you might feel big and powerful. If you are named after someone special, you might feel connected to their legacy. The story of your name is an important part of who you are. Say my name. How do you feel when someone mispronounces your name? Imagine it's your first day at a new school. Your teacher introduces you to the class, but he pronounces your name wrong. You are too embarrassed to correct him. Now, all of your new classmates think you are someone else. So what happens when someone mispronounces your name? It can affect how you feel about yourself or your culture. You might feel embarrassed or like you don't belong. For this reason, some people change their name so that it is easier to pronounce. Ha-yoon, a 9th grader from New York, explains, I like my Korean name, but it's hard for my teachers to say. I tell them just to use my American name, Lucy. Some people might also use their last name or a nickname. Ranish Razva, a 7th grader from India, says, everyone calls me Razva or Ray instead of my full first name. Others might pronounce their name differently in English. For example, a boy named Julian might go by Julian in English. Mispronouncing someone's name might cause them to feel embarrassed. But some people think others should not have to change their names to feel respected. For example, there are teachers who are part of a project called My name, my identity. They teach people why it's important to pronounce students' names correctly. They want all students to feel welcome and valued at school. Students learn better when they feel like they belong. When you pronounce someone's name correctly, you show them that you respect them. Students feel valued at school when classmates pronounce their names correctly. Names can have unique meanings, tell stories, or honor people's legacies. The way people pronounce our names can also affect how we feel. What do you think? How do you feel about your name?